And no chance whatsoever. Miss Gill. Good. He flicked it off his hip, the typical calypso shot that we are so known to see. Just helped it along his way. Just timed it to perfection for form. When he gets in this sort of a mood, he can tear the bowling apart. He will hurt you. A ball. And he's trying to find that length in the block hole. This time he gets it right. And if you can just get it a little bit straighter. You never know if you just squeeze it past the big bat of Chris Gale. You might just pick up a wicket. That's what you need to believe. Absolutely. And he will try and impress the selectors, the think tanks. Because he was there among this team and would like to come back and make a place his own. Don't ball short to him. 6 more. Sits up nicely. And Chris Gale says, thank you very much. He's certainly coming back to some sort of form here. Couple of sixes and couple of boundaries. 81 meters. That's gone flat. Flat in the middle of the bat. So that was there for him to hit. And he obliged. Look at Mehdi Hasan. 20 already in this over. It's a one-handed shot, could be taken, is taken. He's come back strongly, he cannot believe his luck. It was a slower delivery, it was a low full toss, and Rajshahi fans are celebrating. They cannot believe it. It already picked up 20, but he has to go. Anwar Islam held his nerve, and again he was wanting to bowl him into the block hole. It was converted into a full toss. Look at him, jubilant. Rabbi, Rajshahi Kings, Rangpur Riders 31 for 2. That's a big wicket. After being hit for 20 runs in that over, Kamrul Islam Rabbi produces a slow delivery and he hits that straight to Sumo Sharkar. And look at the celebration. Why not? He sent the big man, the big boss, back to the pavilion. Well, he's having a good time with the bat. Riley Russo is the new batsman. 144 matches, more than 3,000 runs, almost 3.5. Good strike rate. Batted number 3 against Dynamite. Nearly took his team to record a win, chasing 183. He scored 83 of 44 deliveries, with 8 fours and 4 sixes in that innings. Change bowling is Isuru Udana from the mighty Chipson. They need wickets and they are picking up wickets, Rajshahi Kings. Fighting. Good to see a slip in place also, because it's important for them to realize that you don't want to leave that gap wide open, especially when the two new batsmen are in the crease. Only 3 deliveries is what Mohammad Mithun has fared. Riley Russo, none so far. Riley Russo is the man in form, and the man here, the ball, Isuru Udana, is also the man in form. will want to make early inroads. Mohammad Mithun watches it cautiously. No single there. Just for a moment, I thought that perhaps Chris Gayle would just try to play a little bit more defensive after picking up 20 runs. He got in the position where he just could not control it, and he played it with one hand in the end, went up in the air, and easy catch in the deep. Good stuff, good comeback from Kamrul Islam Rabi to force the big man to play that shot. Back of the hand, just got it wrong. Down the leg side, it is a wide. To see Chris Gayle in that kind of a mood certainly is that he can seriously take the bowlers apart, but certainly very good from Kamrul Islam. Shahi Kings would surely be keen to see the back of Riley Russo as early as possible. Suddenly, it's only going to be Ravi Bopara. There's not a great deal of depth for Rangpur Riders. They've got some good locals, but lucky there that they have that man sitting in that position. It's turning out to be a good over for Misuru Odana. He's just bowled one wide, but then he's come back and bowled 3 dots. Very good. That's how you can create pressure. Make that 4 dots. Oh, shy at the stumps. He was Khulna Titans only picked up 3 or 4 overs. Good catch in the deep. Really good delivery. Pitched it full, just moved. And again, a very good Yorker to pick up his 3rd wicket. That's the celebration for Kamrul Islam Rabi for Chris Gayle. Yeah, that's what he did against Khulna Titans. Look at the length. He's been quite full in that match. That's well done by the keeper. Very good from the keeper. Just going away from the keeper, had to dive to his left. Turning out to be a really good over. Just the single, and that too because he bowled a wide. They should try the level best to keep the batsmen quiet. Try to bowl, not give them too much width. Ensure that the singles are not taken easily. And once they see that the big hits need to be played, that's when they'll feel the pressure, and that's when there'll be chances of wicket. Oh yes, very good from Odana. Just the single in that over. Excellent stuff. Riders 32 for 2. Riley Russo is the leading run scorer in this tournament so far, 186 runs, as he is in the middle, followed by Nicholas Puran with the 165, Azizullah Sasai from Afghanistan 140, followed by two players from Bangladesh who's crossed over 100 runs, Junaid Siddiqui and Ronnie Talukdar. Yeah, he is on strike. He got a very good 83 in the last match. Mustafizur Rahman is into the attack. It's a little bit hint of swing. He's coming back into the left-hander. He started his first over from the Ispahani Mirzapur end. And I think he's the key for Rajshahi Kings. Yes, they've picked up 2 wickets. But if he gets his act together, and if he picks a wicket, then trouble for Rangpur Riders. Already 101 wickets in this format. Riley Russo's 83 was after his dismissal started that the downslide of the Rangpur Riders' efforts. And Alis Islam came and took that hat-trick from where they virtually lost the match. Mustafizur Rahman is a big factor for Rajshahi Kings. He'll be keen to... that was a shy at the stumps, but safely in. Mustafizur Rahman obviously will need to ensure that's gone upstairs for the Dettol 100% sure decision, which is pending. It's a very good pickup from Mominul Haq, and direct hits can always surprise you. It looked like that he's safe, but they just want to make sure that he was in. Yes, he was well in. You're spot on, Ishtaq. But it's a very good pickup and throw from Mominul Haq. That innings that you're talking about, 83 from Riley Russo, he also had Mohammad Mithun with that partnership. So the Dettol 100% sure decision is not out. Confirmation. That's a cracking shot. He's in such good nick with the bat. Riley Russo, that's gone to the boundary. Cannot afford to bowl short and wide. Yes, Mustafiz pitched the ball short, and actually the kind of form that Riley Russo is in, he wouldn't miss that, and that went to the point boundary for 4. Allowing the batsman to free his arms is a dangerous thing to do if Riley Russo is on strike. Now they have a man at a deep cover. It's a slower delivery. He takes on the fielder, picks up a single. Yeah, these two added 121 in chase of that total of 183 set by Dhaka Dynamite. At that stage, it looked like that they would go on to win the match. 146 for 2 in 15.3 overs. Then that spell from Alis Islam, where he picked up not only 1 or 2, but he picked up a hat-trick to ensure that Dhaka Dynamites went on to win by 2 runs. So the Riders would have been very disappointed indeed. 97 of 92 now. To be careful, that's gone past the bat to the keeper. Yes, Rangpur Riders were well on course to win that match until Alis Islam came and virtually bamboozled them with that spell of his. But the best dismissal was the one, if you remember, was that of Farhad Reza. He was caught in the slips. Well, he's been reported. He'll get to play unless he'll get tested. Nicely played, just opening the face of the bat. Takes the single and will keep the strike. 40 for 2.
After 5 overs, or just in comparison, the Rajshahi Kings were 36 for 2 and the Rangpur Riders are 40 for 2. Evenly poised at this stage. And Mithun and Riley Russo, they're both in a good nick. They're looking to set themselves here. And well, that's what they need. The Riders need 96 of 90 balls. And Arafat Sani, he's been around for a while, 83 matches and 84 wickets. the argument has been, should you ball spin on this sort of surface? I had a look at it this morning before the Kings went into bat, and I thought there was a bit of live grass on it, and perhaps it will assist the seamers a lot more. And as you've seen, there's a bit of pace and bounce.
I just wonder sometimes that would you expect 2 or 3 different strips on the same square to be worlds apart, not to have the similar characteristics. But has it played any differently to you from the time when you were out there early in the morning, first game on this pitch?
If anything, it's gotten better. You can see some of the strokes that have been played thus far. You can tell the ball is coming on a lot better onto the bat. But then again, it's how a little shimmy, straight down, over long off, and he watches it sail away all the way for 6.
That's a perfect shot on a ball like that. And Arafat Sani just holding it a little full. The minute it hit the bat, the long off fielder, I think, took a 1.5 seconds to realize that this is going over him, way over him. That's a shot, but that's probably going down. There was no spin on it. It wasn't straightening up enough.
Yeah, he looked interested. Arafat Sani, the umpire, so no. And it looked like he was sliding with the arm from up here, missing leg stump perhaps. But he's quite a clever candidate as well. Or balls. They're still quite, well, if you have a look at the field set, deep mid-wicket, and only another man out is long off. Quick single. End of the over, 49 for 2.
Hello.
87 of 84, to be honest. It looks like Rangpur Riders game all the way. As you can bowl them out. Signal of the power play ending. And Rangpur have managed 49 runs, lost 2 wickets, lost Chris Gale.
If we ever busy out here. I've been around the city. Wherever busy, there's always construction going on.
They can see themselves on the giant screen.
They're actually watching the game as well, aren't they? Yeah. It's always good to see a lot. They love their cricket out here. Have to wait for the single. Any opportunity that's presented to them to watch the game, they would actually do. There's a bit of a mix-up there. This was the power play, and Mashrafi was the first one to go. Good ball, and Chris Gale looked like he was going to take them apart, and as was well said, when he hits the ball hard, and that one deceived him quite a bit. Was a slower delivery and found the man at the long on, and that was a beautiful shot not too long ago as well. And if you have a look at the power play comparison to the Kings, when they came on, they were 43 for 3. and the riders on 49 for 2. So you would say evenly poised, apart from the wickets. And they should, as you were saying earlier on, Sikanda, that they should be able to cruise it as it looks, because you're Riley Rousseau, who's in a good nick, and Mitten as well, also in a good nick.
And yeah, and then I wonder why would the captain promote himself to the opening slot?
Come boys!
Would you say that was a bit of ambitious? In my view, I think had it come off, because he can actually take the bowlers apart. I've seen him going after the bowlers, and on his day, if it goes well, you would have set the tone for them. Have a look at that. That's the only Chris Gale getting to double figures with the openers. But apart from that, yeah, well, it looks like it didn't go his way much of Murtaza. But in hindsight, you know, it's always a fine line. If it had gone well, people would have been talking different, wouldn't they?
Now he'll come, boy! Watch him, keep watching.
But taking the bowling apart is Chris Gale's job.
Go, boy!
He's already there. I feel he's a good finisher. With Riley Rousseau available in good nick, Mithun, as you said, batting well. Why it didn't come off? They're 2 down. Have a look at that. Just around 4 o'clock in the evening here in Dhaka. Single to end the over, 7 gone, 53 for 2.
Face. Over. Suffocating wearing this camera. Come on, boys! Shabash, boys! Come on, boys! Extra wicket! Come on. Wicket from here, boys! Come, boy!
Neck to neck. Not many worries for Rangpur Riders here. 83 of 78. That's what we were discussing earlier in the afternoon when Rajshahi Kings were halfway through their innings. They need to get a good score going, because afternoon games, as we mentioned a little while ago, scores like 151, 181, 183. 151 didn't work. It was a tie yesterday. So you've got to be somewhere in the 170s mark to really put the opposition under pressure. That's day games I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're quite right. But then again, from the beginning of this season, we've seen those that have actually scored decent totals or heavy totals. They've given themselves a better chance to get to those numbers you're talking about, 170 plus. The ones that have failed, they've come in and tried to go on slot from ball 1. It has not actually worked. And hence, well, other batters have been complaining, oh no, it's the wicket and everything else. I don't think it's the wicket. There hasn't been any demons on the wicket.
No way, 125 for 7 yesterday. They managed to get 170 plus for 7.
About thought of the single. He's convinced that there was a run, but well fielded though from Laurie Evans. You say that. I mean, there hasn't. The teams that have struggled so far, they haven't had a batsman who's willing to grind it out, to have that, to show that grit in him, to have that little 40 for, 40 runs or 50 or 45. Which is harder to do because you always feel like you need to have a go all the time. But rotating the strike is the key. Getting off the strike, keep the scoreboard ticking. Those that have done well, they've done pretty successful. And in the end, they can open up, or free their arms, or explode, as you would say.
I get what you're saying. I guess now we should pass that stage where we say it's early days. It's match 13 now. Professionals have a very good idea as to how the wickets are playing. So we keep blaming that. And never be settled. Because then will be a Sylhet, a brand new start. Chittagong, a brand new start. Lots of different shades. How about yours? What do you prefer?
Well, it's a bit bright. That's for sure. So any kind of shade, I mean, would actually be there to prevent, you know, the glare.
Yeah, but what's your style? Like one of those Chris Gale has?
I think that's a bit over the top, though. Those are lime green, I thought.
Yeah, lime green, they're good.
But I'm not actually quite sure about the lime green color. I'd rather go with a normal, basic kind of... I'm a normal, standard person.
Here we had a kind. Black frames.
Yeah, pretty much I would actually say that. Generally, that's how I...
Nah, look at you.